Hello, my name is Joyous, and I am an aspiring author. And I just want to talk about the idea of just being on the internet these days and how you can use a video and like a YouTube channel as a journaling technique. Like, I feel like there's something for me, like, I do all of my writing these days on my keyboard, right? Like, all of my writing these days is on my keyboard. And when it's time to stop and like add into this paper notebook like a journal entry for the morning, I get so like I slow down, and like that's the point of it, is to slow down and like really become aware. But a lot of the times I have no clue like what I want to write about, like when it comes to my life, because my life is pretty boring. Like I do the same thing I just moved this week, and I have been sitting here like still doing, like, getting back into the same routine of like posting TikToks and posting videos and writing, and also doing my daily job. But like outside of my actual work, like not actual work, like outside of my day job, like I do this stuff. And it's just had me thinking that instead of, trying to do something so analog when my whole life is not analog, and the is annoying. And the idea of having to lug around all of my journal entries and like my journals for the rest of my life after this move is sick. I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like saving up a bunch of notebooks at the end of my life when I have the internet right here, and I can not only post online and like maybe someone out there likes the things that I'm saying and it resonates with them and like they feel less alone in this. Like, I can also look back at how I looked, how I was talking, the things that I was thinking about on the offside, and like I just like the idea of a video journal instead of a notebook journal, at least at this point in my life. And I'm trying to get into the habit of posting and like doing these daily, but this week was crazy for me. And yeah, like I just think it's something to think about. I think about how, yeah, just we're in the internet age, and like even though the internet is dead, the internet is all over the place. Like you cannot spend you like I bought most of my journals on the internet, like I wouldn't have the notebooks that I had without the internet. And I also, even if you went into a store, there's the internet touches everything. So why not just fully subsume yourself into the singularity and like see what happens? Like, at least that's how I'm thinking about doing these things a little bit more. I think another reason, other than the ones that I've already mentioned when it comes to using a video journal, is the fact that you're building, even if it's minute, even if it's not that much, you're building up the practice of like creating an audience for yourself and like creating a community around the work that you're doing. And like putting yourself out there is so tough. And I think doing this daily as an act of journaling can break the wall when it comes to how we use the internet. Because we usually, I saw this thing online and I thought that was amazing because I see everything online. I don't see, I see, like most of the things I see are online these days. But this guy said basically the way we want to interact with the internet is like one person is connecting with another person, right? So like that's why YouTubers and that's why a lot of social media people, they talk about how like they're trying to be your friend, or like they're talking to you, like I'm looking in the camera talking to you right now, whatever, right? I think about how there's this percentage actually that 90% of the people that are online are just an audience base watching the things they're doing, and then 9% are posting some and interacting some and dropping some things online, and there's 1% that actually takes center stage and creates all of the content that we're seeing and like touches the content that we're seeing. So 90% of the people are just consuming stuff online. They're not even leaving a comment. The 9% people are the ones that are leaving comments all the time. I don't know. That's crazy to me. Because before this practice of being on TikTok and being on YouTube, I was just consuming. I was not leaving a single comment anywhere for years. Like for years. Unless something really moved me or it was a really small creator, then I would. But that was like once every 3 months. But now that I'm practicing to be a part of the 9%, and maybe even possibly part of the 1%, like there's something different about a person that, and it doesn't have to be a bad thing, but there's something different about a person that comments on stuff all the time versus someone that's just watching and consuming. These are two very different people. And like, there's a difference between someone that's watching a live stream on Twitch versus someone who doesn't. Like, the people that I know who watch Twitch streams are weird. They are weird, and sometimes it's me. I'm a weirdo, and I know that. You know, I keep looking in the mirror because there's now a mirror next to me, and it feels like there's a person there. But whatever. I don't know. Using a video journal, and it also gets you immediate feedback. I feel like, Anne Frank, did she want her stuff published? No, she wanted to be free. Sorry. Anne Frank did not want to be in the position she was in. But she wrote, and now we have these journals. And the difference is, like, if you're Anne Frank in whatever situation you're in right now, like, you can post online and get immediate feedback. You don't have to wait until someone finds your stuff after the war has taken place and after your family's been, like, annihilated. You don't have to do that. You can be. If Anne Frank was alive and well today, she'd be posting on TikTok. She'd be posting online. She'd be posting. I know she would. I know she would. I know she would because she's a yapper, you know? I should probably get off now. That's pretty much all I have to say. Like, Anne Frank wanted to be free, but instead she got published. That's something for me to think about as an aspiring author. Like, people like Van Gogh, whose art only becomes famous after they die. Like, that sucks, when I could at least be getting a little feedback right now while I'm alive instead of writing a masterpiece and then leaving it to my family to look at or something. And my family is not art oriented, so that'll be interesting if I can see after my death. Whatever. I don't know. Just be alive. Like, use the stuff that we're using today to talk this through, to like work this through. Like, you do not have to be stuck. Like, my hand would cramp a lot. And like, I'm too online to not be online. Did you hear me? I am way too online to not put myself online every day. Like, I need to at least contribute to the thing that feeds me mentally every day. And even like with my job. Like, my job, 80% of it is online. 80% of it's on the internet. And then 20% of it is on a database. No, it's all on the internet. Never mind. If I'm on my computer, I'm on the internet in some way, shape, or form. Whatever. Video journal. Bye.